Hey everybody, it's Casey here from Master of None. How are you all today? I hope you're having a great time. Casey's going to help me present this little video, and the reason being is that she's particularly interested in one of the places that we visited. Now, she wasn't there with me, unfortunately, but she did get to see the place and how it looked, so she wanted to help me present this, didn't you, Missy? Okay, so we're going to talk about garden centres. We have done a review on garden centres before. This is the second review on a different garden centre. So why don't we just check that out right now. I hope you're all having a great day. Now the weather here in Britain is improving, is getting better. We've had some really good days, but some miserable days this recent couple of days. So anyway, we're going to talk to you about garden centres, where we can go and what we can do with a garden centre, especially if we want to do a bit of gardening. But before we get stuck into the review of the garden centre, just going to ask you to do three things for me. You know what they are. That's to subscribe, notify, and like if you don't mind. So subscribe, notify, and like if you do enjoy this video. I appreciate it a great deal. So, what are we going to talk to you about? I'm going to talk to you about a garden centre called Wyevale. Now, Wyevale is interesting because it's more than one Wyevale. Wyevale is like a chain, so you could find Wyevale garden centres all over the place. This one is in Shrewsbury, and one of the things I didn't like about it was the fact that it's a chain, and that can create problems, I think. Personally, I don't think it has the personal touch that an independent garden centre might have. Having said that, it's not a bad garden centre. It's got some interesting features and some interesting things about it. Particularly, it's got a spot there for you bringing your dog if you want to have your dog to sit down with you. So, what I thought I'd do is show you a little video of the garden centre, a general overview of what the garden centre looks like, and then you can have a little look and see whether that's some place that you might like to visit or would be interested in visiting. So without further ado, let's have a look at this little video of Wyevale Garden Centre. Right, so as you notice in the video, the entrance is quite main. It's kind of looks like you're coming in through a main road, but it's not actually the entrance to the Wyevale. It's a bit of a windy road with twisted roads that you come in. But as you go around, you'll notice now, I've slowed the video down here because I thought this is quite interesting. There's a big shovel that's part of their stand or their display, and you'll see that there. It looks quite nice, doesn't it? I don't know if you get to see the writing or not, but they're writing on the shovel. I'd hate to meet the guy who does the gardening with that, I can tell you that. Anyway, there's the garden centre's entrance. When you're in the garden centre, you'll notice the entrance part has this beautiful fountain area, flowers and stuff. It's quite interesting. I enjoyed it myself. Then you walk into another area, you'll see that there's flowers, plants, all named and all put in place. And you get to have a little bit of a stroll around. I kind of liked it. I enjoyed it. It was kind of interesting. You'll have to excuse it if the video rocks a little bit, but I am a disabled person, so I don't kind of walk as steady as someone who's, doesn't have a problem with their legs. But having said that, you can still give you a bit of an overview of the garden centre. So the various features of the garden centre, they do sell sheds from the looks of things. I don't know what kind of sheds they are. They're not very big ones, not like the other garden centre we looked at. Then there's things like compost and stuff like that, all in the outside. Now, unfortunately, the day that I went, as I said, the weather hasn't been all that good, so it was a bit of a miserable grey day, and it's been raining and drizzly, so it kind of took away the niceness of the garden centre, and I don't think really the video does a real amount of justice to the video, to the garden centre. But all the same, you gives you an idea of what it looks like and what kind of things to expect to see. Now it's really nice. There, as I say, there's various features outside. Some of the nice things like outside furniture. That was one of the things that they had on display. Various plants, bushes, shrubs, trees. There was a section that sold fruit trees, small fruit trees to plant. I don't know if that actually came up on the video or not, but I'm trying my best to get that all included. As you can see, yeah, very interesting, isn't it? So that's what the outside part looks like, more or less how it appears, and all the different things that it has to display. Now you'll notice that we're coming into the sort of the inside or the foyer part, and there they have lots of the little plants, pot plants and stuff like that. And you come into the like a greenhouse type area, which I thought was quite interesting. Now look very closely at this. I've slowed the video down a bit for you so you can have a look at this. You notice this is a place you can bring your dog, but you can also bring your children, so that's weird. You can mix your children and your dogs together, I guess, and that's it. So that's that area. Then that's the inside. Now the inside was quite nice. Again, a good display of different things like gazebos, outside furniture, barbecues, various places like that. And quite a few interesting features, ornamental flowers, etc, etc. There was a place that sold candles, which, as you can see, the nice candles there. Along with that, there was also a pet shop. Now the pet shop, what was interesting about pet shop is it was attached to the aquarium. There's also some clothes shops there as well. I say aquarium, aquatics area. So the clothes shop is by Marge, and the other one was called something, can't remember what the name was, Wild something or other, but they sold jackets and jumpers. Pavers, they're quite famous for shoes. There was another area there, again, that's all tools, equipment, things like hose pipes, and so on, the kind of things that you might enjoy using. Then as you come back out again, that's back where we started, and that's us finished in the garden center. Now that's quite interesting, and I'm sure you enjoyed that. Now another area was the bathrooms, disabled bathrooms. I just thought I'd show you a little bit of that, see what you think about that. Disabled bathrooms fairly clean, polite, pleasant, not discomfortable in any way. They look like they've been quite regularly cleaned, as you can see when you're coming through the entrance. Now the men's and the women's is down on one side, down a little hallway, as you can see that, and of course some writing on the side, which I thought was quite interesting. Yeah, so females and then the males at the end. And then of course there's the disabled toilet, so that's what the disabled toilet looks like. Not bad, I think it was quite nice. It was pleasant, clean inside, and very nice, as you can see in the video. It seems to cover most everything that you need, which would need in the bathroom. One of the things I liked about it was fairly spacious, although there was a hole in the ceiling right above the toilet, which kind of made me worry. You know, does someone put a camera in there maybe? Or maybe I'm the only one with a camera in there, who knows. Anyway, so yeah, the disabled toilet seemed to cover, it seemed to do all the things that we need, obviously what you want in the bathroom. Very spacious and very easy to use as well. So yeah, so Wyevale Garden Centre in Shrewsbury. I will put the information in the bottom, on the description at the bottom, so that you know where you're going. If you're looking to go to a garden centre, it does carry most of everything we need, furniture, equipment, and of course clothing even. So from shoes to aquatics to pet shops to whatever the case may be. There's plenty of good space, parking. So now just to go on to the negatives about the Wyevale Garden Centre, was when I was there, although it was quite busy, there on the other side of the coin, the people, the ones I spoke to anyway, I can't say they're all like this, but the ones I spoke to kind of seemed to me a little bit like they were more worried about being professional than they were with dealing with customers, if you understand what I mean. So it's like they lost that personal touch because they're so busy worrying about how good their garden centre is. Yeah, which was a bit of a negative, I thought. So if I was to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8 or 9, purely simply because the atmosphere or the people I spoke to kind of made me feel as if they weren't really they were more interested in being professional than they were interested in having a personal connection with their customers. Now, having said that, of course, other people who watch this video might say, no, that's not true, Wyevale's great, it's a lovely place to visit, blah blah blah. That's just a personal observation, so it's just coming from me personally. So if you want to have a visit to a garden centre and you're in Shrewsbury area, I highly recommend the Wyevale Garden Centre. It has a lovely restaurant. I have 2 restaurants. Unfortunately, I can't video those because people sitting in there, and obviously the privacy laws and stuff like that. So yeah, so 2 restaurants. Is a lovely restaurant on the one side, and on the other side a tea room as well, which we really had a lovely tea on there, which I'll try and put a photo of that on if I can. So yeah, so Wyevale Garden Centre, Shrewsbury, is a place to go if you're in that area and you're looking for a garden centre to go to. So that's all. Thanks very much for listening and talking to me. Now I'm just going to ask the last 3 things before I leave, and that's for you to subscribe and notifications and like, if you don't mind doing those 3 things for me, because they'll help me with producing these videos. I know they're not very professional at this point in time, but who knows, 2 years, 3 years down the road, you might be saying, hey, you know, that's the next Steven Spielberg. Who knows, hey? Anyway, thanks very much for listening. Have a great day, and I'm sure we'll see each other soon. Bye.